It just started and my battery's gonna die. Okay. Let's see how far we get. Hey, it's Izzy May, and I decided that for today's video, I would just kind of sit down and talk about what the heck is actually wrong with me, because there's a couple of things, and I figured it's a good place to start. So, let's see. So, I've been having stomach problems for like 8 years now, and it's been really difficult. Basically, anytime I eat something or anytime I eat something, it just really hurts. The way that I've been describing it is my body has decided that the digestive process is meant to be a painful experience. Not something I recommend. But yeah, I've been dealing with that for 8 years, which really sucks, and I have no answers for a couple of different reasons. One of them being that my pediatric doctor that I had didn't believe that I was in pain. She thought that I was just complaining, that I just didn't want to be in school, but in reality, that wasn't the case. I was actually in pain. This got very dark. Hang on. So, yeah, my doctor didn't believe me. She basically did nothing for 6 years, and then she left, and I got a new pediatric doctor who was like, no, there's something actually wrong with you. So she started sending me to a couple different specialists to try and figure it out. Also, I'm sorry about lighting changes. I have a window directly behind the camera, and the sun keeps coming in and out of clouds, so sorry about that. But yeah, I got a new pediatric doctor, and then I started seeing gastrologists, and I got different tests from that. And then I started seeing a adult, what's it called? I actually forgot. Well, I started seeing an adult doctor, and she sent me to a new gastrologist, and I've been seeing a couple different specialists. Right, and I've been tested for a couple of different things. I got tested for celiac disease. I got tested for an actual wheat allergy, which I do have, but that's not the cause of my stomach problem. I got tested for Crohn's disease, colitis, a couple of others I can't remember. Had a lot of blood tests. I got a colonoscopy, an endoscopy. So an endoscopy, for those who don't know, is when they take a camera and they put it down your throat into your stomach. And a colonoscopy basically is that, but reverse, stick a camera up your butt. Up in, I think it goes up to your colon. That would make sense, it's called a colonoscopy. But yeah, they stick a camera up, and just to check, I actually have to get a second one done. I'm just waiting to get it scheduled right now. Yeah. Most recent test that I had done was for something called mast cell disorder, which basically, now I don't know too much about it right now. What I've kind of gathered is that it's basically a disease where something is wrong with your cells and it causes you to become allergic to things you weren't allergic to. Like, I have a very severe wheat allergy, which I just figured out like a few months ago. So, and I've been dealing with chronic hives and stuff, so we think that might be what it is. I just got a blood test for it last week, so we're waiting on the results of that. But yeah. And because of all this, I live with chronic pain, not just in my stomach, but also in my joints. We don't really know what that is. My stomach has kind of taken priority when it comes to the chronic pain that I experience, because that's the thing that hurts me the most right now. But yeah, I've been dealing with chronic joint pain for about 8 years, the same as my stomach. And then there's a few other things that we haven't really started testing yet, just because, again, my stomach has kind of taken priority. At some point down the line, I would like to get tested for auditory processing disorder. I was supposed to get tested for it when I was still with my pediatrician, the second one. This is 2, that's 3. 2. Yeah, the second pediatrician, she wanted to send me to a specialist to get that diagnosed, but I had never ended up going just because it was right, she wanted to do it right when I turned 18, so I never ended up going. And so, yeah, that's kind of taking a back burner, but hopefully that will get diagnosed at some point. And yeah, that's kind of it for right now. Well, if I go back to the mast cell thing, when you have mast cell, it's supposed to be triggered by an event, a highly stressful event. Sometimes it can just be like a traumatic thing. Sometimes it can be something you went through physically. And since I got the blood test, I've been trying to think about what it is. And I was born with something called nevus sebaceous, which is a skin malformation that where your birthmark basically becomes raised and discolored, which it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to just be flat. It can be discolored, but it's meant to just be like flat with the rest of your skin. Mine wasn't. And so I had to get surgery on it because it ended up testing. Okay, sorry about the shift in angles and whatnot. My camera just died, so I'm on my phone now. But I wanted to finish what I was saying before I forget it. So, let's see, what was I talking about? So I was talking about I was born with nevus sebaceous, and there's a 5% chance of it becoming skin cancer, and I had that 5%. So I had it surgically removed. Luckily, we caught it before it actually became tumors and like cancerous cells. They were precancerous cells, so I was able to go in, have a surgery, get it done. It's here on the side of my face. And actually today, that I'm recording it, is the 7-year anniversary of that surgery, which is wild. But yeah, you know, I just, with the blood test and learning that it comes from a triggering event, I kind of feel like that's what it is, which is actually really funny because in middle school, which is when I had the surgery done, I started thinking something's wrong, that it made things worse when it came to my pain and stuff. And if this comes back positive, I would be completely right that it did make things worse. But it's not like anybody knew about it, so it's not like I can be mad at the surgeon or one of my doctors and be like, you made this worse. So they didn't even know I had it. So I think that's it for now. If you're watching this, I kind of started this channel. Well, I want this channel to be more or less the place where I kind of document my health journey and what that means to me. If you find this video or any of my other videos that I am posting after this, and you're going through something similar, I hope that if you can find some comfort in my videos, at the very least, maybe I can teach you a trick that I use to help with my day-to-day life when I start posting those kinds of videos, because I haven't posted them yet. But yeah, if you do suffer with chronic pain, then I hope you can find ways to make it better and make it more manageable. I'm definitely still working on that. And if you're struggling with mental health when it comes to your chronic pain. It's just me. I have to. It's the best thing I've learned for it is just to try your best to have a positive mental outlook on it. Try and find the positives in things. I know it's really hard to do that, but if you try, the longer you try, the easier it is to actually find those positive things and try and lead a happy life. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like so I know. And subscribe if you want. But I'll leave it up to you. Bye!